Rolling. All right. Got the first Basemap gear drop of 2026 in the books.
Good to have GearDrop back.
Good to have GearDrop back. Yeah, this is awesome.
This was a fun one.
Yeah, it was fun. A new format, right? So folks who played GearDrop in the past would have been familiar with just text clues, right, Jeff? Yeah. And now we got these sweet video clues.
We decided to jump on the AI bandwagon and make some fun clue videos for you guys. Just kind of a more interesting and fun way to interact and deliver the hints and the clues. And you guys crushed it on those. Looking at the GearDrop marker map is. Yes, some of you did really well. Some of you had the play and spray mentality where you just threw some markers out wherever. But hey, that's fun too. And we ended up having some folks really close. They really used the clues well. And yeah, the winner ended up being, what was it, 25 feet or something like that.
Yeah. Pretty close, which is a total change from the past when it used to be like inches, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was very, very close. And now you got to work a little bit harder for it, which we think is hopefully makes it more interesting, a little more fun. And I mean, it's free gear that you have the opportunity to win. So
yeah, you really have nothing to lose, to have a chance to win in some great gear. And
yeah,
as Matt was saying, in the past we'd give very specific clues, and at the end of the day it was, you guys pretty much knew, it was at a trailhead or it was at a peak or something like that, and everybody dropped their markers right there, and just by the number of markers being added, it always ended up being inches or within a foot, and now we're a little more vague, but with the clue videos, these guys got within 20 feet and 40 feet, second place, and so there's still some skill involved for sure.
Yeah, and so we're going to do these videos after every drop where we're going to walk through what the hints were in each of those videos, what those clues were, how to decipher them, and how to, hopefully get better for the next one. But don't rest on your laurels, because we're going to probably make it harder and harder as we go on.
And the prizes will get better and better.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So the more people play, the bigger we can make the prizes. So, if we can grow this thing to thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe we'll start giving away trucks and stuff like that. But right now, we gotta stay within participation. So, all right. Well, here we go. Let's, I'll pull up the videos and we will walk through them. We'll walk through what the clues were. So here we go.
Clue number 1 coming up.
That's a nice one, and I'll have to get him Daniel Boone style. I'm glad this is public land.
Daniel Boone style.
Daniel Boone style, whatever that means.
What does that? That's interesting. What does that mean, Jeff? What does that mean?
Maybe a musket. I don't, But yeah, so there's a few clues in this first video. So this clue was where the drop was at, and a lot of you got Daniel Boone. So that was Daniel Boone National Forest. Actually, let me back up a little bit. So the very first clue said you're hunting turkey in Kentucky.
Yep.
And then this was the second clue, first video, and it said, we'll have to get him Daniel Boone style, and glad it's on, public land. So Daniel Boone National Forest is in Kentucky, and a lot of you guys, looking at the markers, got that part of the clue.
Yep. Yep.
The sneaky part, I guess, was the power line cut in the background. So as you're watching these videos, the clues might be, something the guy says, a scene in the video, it could be a number of things. So make sure you're kind of, deciphering everything in that video that could be going on. So like I said, a lot of guys got Daniel Boone National Forest. There's a good cluster of markers on, where it says Daniel Boone National Forest on the map. But the key there was the power line cut. So that was a big part of that clue.
Nice. And so for folks watching this, right, you'll have, now I'm on our desktop app, but on the mobile app where GearDrop is located, you'll have your layer icon, and you can pull up those layers and activate layers, right, to try to decipher the clues. So you would have had, I've got the Kentucky turkey layer on here, but then you could have gone in the land, and you could have turned on your nationwide government lands and got that layer activated and seen, okay, here's Daniel Boone National Forest. So great. Now we know it's somewhere in this area. And then like Jeff said, there's some power line cuts. So, all right, let's start looking around here. We see any power line cuts, So another way, and you can turn the layer off, but there's it's a pretty distinct cut right there running through it. Could be that one. Oh, there's another one. Maybe it's that one. I don't know. Might need some more hints.
Yeah. So if you saw there, Daniel Boone National Forest covers more than one hunting unit.
Yeah.
So the next clue was, okay, which unit or unit boundary was the drop in. So
yep. So you got a bunch of counties there that are covered. So all right, yeah. Let's check out this next video. That's an interesting setting, Jeff. Interesting setting for a video.
Yeah, interesting turkey behavior there. I've never seen a turkey go and just check out a tool before, leaning up against the barn. So there's your hint.
The turkey's got tool envy. Yeah.
Yeah. So the clue there was Pulaski. So if you bring that map back up, you'll see that there is a county called Pulaski County, or the Pulaski Hunting Unit. Tool drop in Kentucky, that one just stood out to me. That was out here in Idaho, not far from me, back in, like the 1910 fire. What was it? Edward Pulaski saved a whole bunch of guys by hiding in a mine shaft when the 1910 fire came through. And it's kind of a neat story. You'll have to look it up sometime. But he ended up creating the Pulaski tool, and it's been used by loggers and firemen for forever. So that one just kind of stood out to me. So that's the one we used. But that was the clue, and that one was the tool, the Pulaski tool, leaning up against the barn there.
So yeah, if you picked up on Pulaski, now you're in the county, you're a national Daniel Boone National Forest on public land, and you're in
a power line cut.
So we got 1 power line cut, 2 power line cuts, 3 power. Okay. All right. Now we're getting somewhere.
Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty here.
All right. Let's head to our last clue.
Stroll by a nice sized black bear there with quite the beam on him.
Yeah. Was that a crick or is that a creek? I didn't see any tires in it, so
yeah, must be creek. Yeah. So looking at the map, the marker map, a lot of you guys figured this clue out. Bear Creek, so it was a bear walking along a creek, just a subtle, subtle hint there, but a lot of you guys figured that one out. And looking at the marker map, a lot of you guys placed your guess markers along Bear Creek.
Yeah.
So you got like three quarters of the clue. You just missed the power line cut in the first video.
So if you go on your layer menu, we've got nationwide rivers and streams. Google's got it labeled too, but that'd pull it out a little bit better for you. So you got Bear Creek, power line cut. Now we're down. We know it's somewhere in this power line cut is our marker. So, what do those markers look like, Jeff? We're people pretty close. They do well. They do poorly. How's that look?
Yeah, let me just bring up the map. You guys will enjoy seeing this, I think. Can you see this map?
I can.
My slow internet here.
No, it's all good. All good.
So this is a zoomed in shot of all the GearDrop markers in this location. Let me just zoom out for reference here, but so this is Kentucky. As you can see, a lot of folks just played and sprayed.
What
right?
in the world?
There's definitely some creative ones. Couple guys missed the state entirely. Maybe a misfire there when they were placing the marker, but you can see some good clustering in a couple areas here. So we'll zoom in to Pulaski County and this power line cut. And as you can see, that cut, great job, guys, on dropping these.
Nice.
You worked the clues and did a great job. Also here along Bear Creek, a lot of folks put markers down. Missed that subtle power line background in the first clue. But if I zoom in here real tight, that's where the drop was. So this marker here was, it was like 28 feet. Yep. This one was 40. So first, second, third place right there. Great job.
Ryan, Ralph, and Sean, congrats, folks. Congrats on
nice work.
Doing good at deciphering the clues and winning some gear. So.
Yep.
Well, excellent. Thanks, folks. Thank you to everyone for playing along. For those of you who shared it with a friend or told a hunting buddy about it, we got another gear drop coming. In fact, it starts later this week, right?
Yep. Yeah, Wednesday night at 6. That should be our schedule moving forward. Every other Wednesday night at 6, Gear Drop should go live Pacific time, and last 10 days through the following Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So that'll kind of be the schedule that you guys can look for. And Yeah, we've got an awesome like a $900 Kifaru pack on this next one. That'll be a great prize to win. And yeah, get those markers on the map, and these next clues, kind of will be similar in some ways, and you'll see some new stuff as well, and maybe some outrageous stuff that's just funny and off the wall, but that's what AI is for, right? Just having fun with it. So
Hey, we could go hire influencers to create this, but why not just make it with AI? It's
yeah,
funnier.
it's pretty fun.
So, all right. Well, thanks everyone for playing along, and we'll catch you in 2 weeks on the next gear drop wrap up. I don't know what we call it, but
Yeah.
whatever this is.
Yep. Good luck, guys.